Now imagine you are a delivery driver and you start your day and you have multiple deliveries that you need to make. You need to be here, you need to be here, you need to be here, you need to be all over the map. How would you feel if I told you, hey, I hear you, you're feeling overwhelmed? Just get out there, get in the car and start driving. That's the first step. Just get out there, get in the car and start driving. It will all come back or it all will come to you. Well, that's stupid, right? You will never get your deliveries done, right? Unless you map out where you gotta go and where you gotta get. So why, when you are a stay-home mom and you wake up in the morning and you're overwhelmed with, I gotta run this errand, I have a doctor's appointment, I gotta do this and that, the most common advice that we get is like, oh, yeah, you're overwhelmed. Just start doing things. It will all come together. Do you guys see a parallel here? And do you see how silly that advice is? Because if you don't have a plan of how you're going to get somewhere, you're probably not going to get there, especially if there are multiple points on that route that you are going to have to hit. Let's say you're leaving on a trip, you're going to go on a vacation, but before you're going to go on that vacation, you need to do grocery shopping, you need to catch up on laundry, you need to make sure your kids are ready, whatever, they need to do, pack them, whatever. Some people throw a doctor's appointment, which, I think is a bit of insanity, but, let's say, you have a list of things to do, what you got to do before you leave on vacation. And you just wake up in the morning and just randomly, well, let me schedule a doctor's appointment, and then, maybe I'll go to the store on the way back, randomly, no plan, right? So does that surprise you that you leave on vacation and you go, like, my laundry isn't done, I haven't done this, I haven't done this. Oh, I'm a failure. My life is in a chaos. But all this stems from this advice of, oh, as a stay-home mom, just start doing. No, whether you're a stay-home mom, it's your job, right? And people would talk about how important and how that's one of the, highest the jobs in the world, which it is. But what I'm saying is that people would talk about it like that and then totally treat it as something random. Oh, just start doing it. Well, if you're a project manager, then their expectations are is that you write a project plan, that you plan out how it's going to happen, that you assign your duties, that you make your budget. But when you're a stay-home mom, that does not apply, right? Do you guys see the disconnect? My point here is that you need to treat the organization of your life as a stay-home mom as any other job a CEO, a chief executive would treat. You're a chief executive of your household, of your life. You need to do it accordingly. You need to have plans. You need to have schedules. You need to know what goes where and how. And yes, it is also okay to have employees and to see where you need help and how that help is going to move the project along, which is a separate subject that we cover. I hammer on this pretty heavily. That if we look at the situation 100 years ago, there were always servants, there were families that had multiple roles. It was never in the position where it's one woman running the whole household with absolutely no help. And as much as I preach about the ways of not being in a position where it's all on you, um, it's still a fact. And one of the ways of dealing with that is open your mind to the idea of it's perfectly fine to not have it all on you and have help in this situation. Again, a separate subject. The point here being is that one big part of not feeling overwhelmed in your home life is take the time, sit back, plan things out, organize things, and it is not a one-time thing either. In fact, I recommend having regular planning sessions every night where at the end of the day, you relax, you get your cup of tea, water, whatever you do, sit back, get comfortable. Once we relax, our minds start generating ideas. We start seeing things. We start getting different perspectives. We can see different angles to the situation. So that a relaxation where you're comfortable, where you're enjoying yourself, plays into recharging your batteries. And it also gives you the opportunity to look at the picture, make your plans, make your strategies, make the execution plan of how things are going to happen. And this is a very important part of managing your time as a stay home. Do not expect things are going to happen at random if you just sit back and let them happen. No, you need to take control, and that control starts not by making a list and trying to go through it like you're killing snakes. That control starts by sitting back, relaxing, and making an overall big strategy. Thank you for listening. I'm Helena with Triumph Forward.